I'm an angry bald man.
I did not eat a single fish for 32 years. Everybody always said to me, why don't you eat fish? Fish is really good for you, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't eat fish because fish smells like Dr. Cotton's gooch. However, 2 weeks ago, after 32 years of people trying to convince me, finally I gave in and ate a fish. At first I was like, ugh, but then once I managed to get past the smell of Dr. Cotton's gooch and actually get the fish in my mouth, it was actually kind of really nice. In fact, I liked it so much, I've had fish every day for the last 2 weeks. I've had cod, I've had sushi, and I've had salmon. Next up, I was going to try halibut. I've heard that's a serious fish. But then I watched Seaspiracy, and just like that, my fishy honeymoon was over. What is it with these movies that end in spiracy that are trying to make me starve to death? First, it was cowspiracy that made me feel like a for eating a cow, and now it's seaspiracy that's making me feel like a for eating a fish. Soon there's going to be a spiracy for everything, meaning the only thing I'm able to eat without feeling like a is my own poo! I was really enjoying eating fish. 2 weeks it lasted, 2 fishy f***ing weeks. But now, thanks to humans and their predictable, despicable, destructive behaviour towards the natural world, I've got to quit eating it. Basically, if you haven't seen Seaspiracy, the fishing industry is completely destroying the oceans. It's so bad that if we carry on fishing the way that we are fishing, soon there will not be any fish left to fish. We have fished the f*** out of the fish.
Stop it.
At the end of the day, like everything, it all comes down to money. The people doing this only care about getting rich. They do not care about the planet and the environment. As long as they're getting rich right here, right now, they do not care that once they're dead, this planet will not have a thriving ocean. It's reached the point where we have to stop fishing the way we are fishing right now.
I said right now!
In order for you to properly understand what I'm talking about, you need to watch Seaspiracy. It's not an easy watch, but it's an essential watch. When I was watching it, all I was thinking is, why are humans such If you're watching this, God, sort us out and Noah's Ark 2 before this planet becomes inhabitable. Tell me, is there a species anywhere else in the universe that is as stupid as human beings? A species that destroys its only home due to a financial system that will be obsolete once we don't have a home. Can we please stop destroying our f***ing home?
Please.
Thank you very much.
Roughly 80,000 acres of rainforest are destroyed every single day. I thought that was the worst thing that was happening to the planet, but it turns out the worst of the worst is happening under the sea.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Can you imagine if The Little Mermaid was made today? It would be depressing as f***. Everything would be grey. Plastic would be everywhere. Sebastian would be choking to death in a net. It wouldn't just be Ariel trying to sort out a pair of legs. All the mermaids would be making a deal with Ursula. The oceans used to be beautiful, full of life and colour. Now, thanks to man, it's a desolate graveyard of nets, plastic and bones. There's these things called trawl nets, or as I like to call them, f***ing nets. They drag along the bottom of the ocean, picking up and destroying everything in their path. They need to be made illegal right now. Talking about things that need to be made illegal, what's the deal with these Japanese dolphin stabbers?
You dolphin! You dolphin!
It's like a unicorns ain't real really, ain't it? Because these assholes would stab them.
Not if I stick you first.
If you haven't seen this, honestly, it's unbelievable. There's these coves in Japan, yeah, where dolphins are trapped, and some of them are sold to the entertainment industry, and the ones that are not sold are just stabbed for the hell of it. They say it's pest control because the dolphins are eating all of the fish. Dolphins are not pests. They are not eating all of the fish. You humans are fishing the out of the fish. So in fact, you are the pests, so why not start stabbing yourselves? I recommend watching Seaspiracy in a boxing gym next to one of those punchy thingies because you are going to want to punch things. It's one thing that you off after another. The entire fishing industry is corrupt and full of lies. The labels on fish packaging that says eat this fish because we are not bastards and we care about sustainable fishing is a load of bullshit. Sustainable fishing is not a thing because the scale in which we are fishing is simply not sustainable. I always thought that eating fish was the better choice when it came to helping the environment, but it turns out that is not the case. Fishing nets are being dumped into the ocean on a mass scale, killing thousands upon thousands of sea creatures. Why is this not being talked about more? I've been shouting abuse at plastic straws for years. Turns out I should have been shouting abuse at nets. Sorry about that, lads. Fuck off, you. With everyone going on at me for 32 years to eat fish, I was under the impression that it was really good for me. Turns out that because of all the plastic in the ocean crumbling into the water, the fish is contaminated with chemicals. So basically, eating a fish is about as healthy as eating a Wellington boot. Yummy. So yeah, watch Seaspiracy. There's so much in it, I can't possibly talk about it all in this video, but before I go, I just want to mention the fish farms. I didn't know fish farms were a thing. Old MacDonald had a fish No, he didn't. He had a cow and a pig. Since when did farmers have fish? Well, apparently they do. They're farmed in little cages, chicken coops for fish under the sea. Obviously, fish are not supposed to be in chicken coops. These fish in chicken coops end up swimming in their own filth and bacteria, and parasites start eating them alive. The fish even end up catching chlamydia. Can you believe that? Chlamydia! How the does a fish catch chlamydia? It got me thinking, who's been shagging the fish? I hope my ex-girlfriend didn't have anything to do with this. I had to nip down the old doctor's the other day to take a chlamydia test just because I ate some smoked salmon. It didn't warn me about this on the packaging. Warning, traces of bone may remain and there's some chlamydia. I wouldn't have eaten it if I knew it had a STD. Also, you know salmon is pink, yeah? Well, it ain't. Because it's full of diseases, it's actually grey. It has to be dyed pink so it looks healthy. It seems to me that the food industry is there to make rich people rich, regardless of the negative impact it has on the planet, the environment, and the consumer's health. They don't care if cow farts are destroying the atmosphere. They don't care that mass fishing is wiping out fish. And they don't care that contaminated foods are giving us cancer. Do you know, I've seen this geezer who eats the sun through his arsehole. He pulls his pants down, puts his arse in the air, the sun goes into his arsehole, and he eats the sun in his arsehole. He doesn't eat any food, he just eats sun in his arsehole. I'm starting to think I need to move to a hot country and start eating sun in my arsehole. Because it seems that these days, no food is safe to eat anymore. I have been an angry bald man. Today I've been angry because I watched Seaspiracy. Next week I'll be angry about something different. So please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Also, please give this video a like and a share because that will really help this channel grow. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next Tuesday.